is happening. I mean,
There's
since
two
that
ways to
is
call a special
okay.
call meeting. So my recommendation now that we have gotten this out, that there was some confusion because of the recommendation that there was no quorum. So based on your minutes, based on your lack of minutes, based on the fact that you all just approved minutes since March.
Since February.
So February. So there is some issues with you all having enough members to make approvals. So let's commit to talk about it next month. Commit to those individuals that did not officially resign to come together so you all can get this done.
Exactly. So I think it is important to clarify the misconception some of my LSC members have about thinking that I didn't want to conduct the principal's evaluation, which is not true, first of all. And second, as Ms. Jackson just mentioned, without the LSC student rep and without the principal, we are supposed to keep a quorum in order to conduct the evaluation. And LSC Stymos doesn't have a quorum. And I'm not gonna share the private information I have received, but I'm trying to be transparent to you and express the work I have done.
Not to me.
To you all, Mr. Caputi. The problem with you is that every time I speak, you take it personal. And we're not moving forward because you are more concerned about how to find out I'm not doing my job instead of working together with me to make sure we move forward. I cannot fill vacancies if the LSC members just tell me verbally that they don't want to be part of the LSC, but I don't have a formal statement on writing. I cannot move forward. And I have expected that with Ms. Jackson before. So I cannot do something that belongs to somebody else. For that reason, the statements of the LSC of the statements didn't conduct the evaluation. Go ahead, Dr. Albertus.
So just to be clear, the way the LSC evaluation works, even if you five want to meet, you still have to get approval. You have to get Mr. Koss here, Mr. Keelis here, Ms. Odin here, and who's another one that hasn't been coming. You need all the members because every meeting we've conducted, every meeting that we've conducted, the only reason the budget passes is because my vote counts. We haven't been able to get 7 adults in the same place to make this evaluation happen. So even if you met, you would have just, that's fine. Let's say it doesn't, you still need the other LSC members to come in person to meet. And so that just provides like you would still, and I'm not here to speak for what they said yes or no, but at the end of the day, even for the budget presentation, the only reason it made it through was because my vote counts for the budget presentation. Otherwise, we wouldn't have had an approval there. And it's not because I don't want to be evaluated. I've already had my binders ready to go. I was bringing my binders every meeting, so I have no problem being transparent. All of my principal reports have been aligned to the competencies. And what people don't realize is that I had to write 2 evaluation plans, one for the old competencies, and I still had to submit an evaluation around the new 16 indicators to Network 14 and provide evidence for how I'm moving that work. So at the end, it's not I just want to provide clarity. I have no problem being evaluated and being held accountable for what I'm supposed to do as a principal. I have no problem presenting at the November meeting because I now have the data to support that everything that we've implemented in this school one has transformed. We are seeing growth in academics, and I have the data to support that. We have the data to support a decrease in high incident behavior and an improvement in overall culture. The only thing that I don't have is the 5 essential data, but doesn't mean that I'm not going to I'm taking that data into consideration as I'm thinking about the adult SEL in the building and the student data. So I'm comfortable with, so at the end of the day, I've had every meeting you saw me guys. Oh, I guess not. So I have, I printed it out because the ask from the LSC was to print it out, but I had it digitally ready for you guys. And so at the end of the day, it's not, you would still need everyone minus me. And we haven't been able to have a meeting with 8 members present without me present. And so that's been the piece too.
If I could say 2 things.
One, I don't think it's a question of we think you're doing anything, so, but, can't we also then, these members who are not attending, isn't it that if they miss so many meetings, we can apply for to have them removed? And then it would open up spaces, so isn't there a process that
If you remove them, then you will put yourself in a position to go below quorum. And then you will have to, with the new legislation, if you remove all the parents in the community, you couldn't fill the vacancies to get back to quorum, because with the legislation, you
Parents
need,
want to join.
at least 2 elected officials, which parents and communities are the only elected officials. So you have to be careful when you trying to say remove or asking for resignation or seeing where removing these individuals would put you, because there's a process for the removal as well that you have to go through.
so if we filled our vacancy that we had and then try to remove one,
You
something like
would
that.
have to do the math. If you have 6 parent spots in the community, you fill the one, and then you remove the others, what you would have to do the math as to where that would leave.
okay, makes sense.
Because to fill the vacancies through the new legislation, the quorum requirement is 5 members for a quorum. But within those 5, 2 would have to be an elected official. It would have to be 2 parents in attendance, a parent and a community in attendance for you all to move forward to even fill vacancies if you go below quorum.
Got it.
One last comment.
And it's up to the chair because, you all have passed your 7.
Yes, it is 7:15, and we're reserved 2 hours.
Okay. Just one last comment.
I have a quick one when you're done.
Okay, as pertains to the principal evaluation, I think everyone can appreciate Ms. Dunn and myself, as the teacher reps are concerned here. It's not the issue of quorum, right? Whether we establish quorum or not, it gets. I think the issue is that somehow on April 26th, an agreement was made amongst the LSC to delay the principal evaluation. Yet we somehow didn't reach quorum, and the majority of the LSC did not know about this decision. Yet somehow,
you all have to come together.
so that was
and
just
have
a
sit
concern.
down and have a conversation. It seems like there's some internal situations that our office do not manage and that are beyond
Okay.
our purview, because you all are the body. You all are the officials that come together to agree on these matters.
Agreed.
The thing
Go
I
ahead.
wanted to add was nothing with this conversation, but just with the fundraising for Miss Russo, that top one with the homecoming dance. There's no way for us to delay that because our next meeting is going to be into October. The dance comes first. Is there any way for just to get that one item passed?
No, we can't even vote on it this way. I thought we could amend it and vote today, but we can't. We can't amend for a vote. I learned today. But we can get the snap race, and if we all agree, we can get the snap race and the other 2.
To try to do something at the beginning of the meeting, but she can.
So can we make a motion to extend the meeting to approve the fundraising, Ms. Lopez?
Go ahead, let's just keep going if everyone is agreement.
I'd rather get it passed if that gives them a chance to have their funding.
Yeah, totally.
That's
That's
Yeah,
why we're here.
she's been waiting for